outside of his crypto scheme that he's running, everything in Donald Trump's life is absolutely falling apart right now. He is losing court case after court case, being ordered to overturn some of the vindictive things that he's done. His political prosecutions of Comey and Letitia James are absolutely hilariously falling apart. And of course, his power in Washington, D.C., his power over the country is incredibly diminished following the drubbing that Republicans took in last week's elections. And that's not me saying that, by the way. That is actually according to Republicans in the House and Senate, who are now some openly admitting, yeah, we're not going to listen to that guy anymore. As I pointed out last week, this has become, last Tuesday's election, where a real the emperor has no clothes on moment. Not just for voters, not just for the MAGA influencers, but for Republican politicians. Politico decided to talk with a lot of these Republicans because, on Wednesday after the election losses, Donald Trump had this meeting with Senate Republicans where he tried to talk about why the losses happened without ever blaming himself. And of course, he told them you got to kill the filibuster so we could reopen the government and screw over the Democrats. And the Republicans said, no, we're not going to do that. I know in the past when you told us to jump, we would say how high, but you are the reason we lost, and we're not going to do what you say. Let me read you this from Politico. Upon returning to the Capitol, the senators made it very clear they planned to blow Trump off. One GOP senator, Mike Rounds of South Dakota, laughed out loud when asked about the anti-filibuster push. He said, Politico wrote, "Welcome to the dawn of Trump's lame duck era. There are growing signs that lawmakers are contending with the facts of their political lives. He'll be gone in just over 3 years, while they'll still be around. The danger for the president is that if Trump can't run roughshod over the thin GOP congressional majorities, it would leave him few legislative options given his scant interest in compromising with Democrats." And even Republican Representative Don Bacon said this, "He has zero ability to work across the aisle. He needs to face reality and learn how to talk to Democrats he can reason with." Other Republicans who spoke privately said, Politico says they're prepared to break with Trump if he doesn't allow Republicans to negotiate on an extension of the Obamacare insurance subsidies Democrats are demanding. So, here's what's happening. Republicans know they got to save those subsidies. Trump doesn't want them to. But they know they got to reopen the government. We are, each day, not only does it get worse, but we head closer and closer, I guess, to just catastrophe. I mean, look at what's happening with airports, airlines, all of that air travel in the United States. 40 major airports last week announcing that, we're basically cutting our flights in half. So people are panicking. The economy is suffering. The voters are still blaming Republicans. Republicans know we got to do what the Democrats want. We can't keep this shutdown going. Trump doesn't want that to happen. He loves the government shutdown. But they're going to break with him. A week ago, they weren't in that position. A week ago, that was not their line of thought, folks. So much can happen in a single evening, and that's what happened last Tuesday. Republicans realize the voters have turned against us. They may not love the Democrats, according to the polls, but they're going to punish us because we are in power. So it doesn't matter that the Democratic Party has a historically low approval rating. What matters is that we're the ones in charge. Everybody hates everything that's happening. They're going to take it out on us, even if they hate the other people that they're choosing. So I don't want to hear the polls like, well, Democrats are also historically unpopular. Yeah, and they need to fix that. But that obviously is not having any impact whatsoever on voters. So keep that in mind. Republicans are keeping it in mind, and they are prepared to turn against Donald Trump. He said last week, or an advisor of his said last week, he's going to make their lives a living hell. Well, two can play that game. And that is exactly the game that these Republicans in the House and Senate, some of them, not all, are going to start playing now. They're going to make your life a living hell. They're going to make sure that everybody realizes you are, in fact, a lame duck president. The lamest of the lame ducks at this point. You have no power. And every day, more and more people are waking up and realizing that. Sam Altman said ChatGPT will get to know you over your life. In a recent podcast with Theo Vaughn and Sam Altman, Vaughn mentioned one reason he was hesitant to use some AI tools is because he didn't know who's going to have his personal information. Sam Altman's response was, "I think that makes sense to really want the privacy clarity before you use it a lot, the legal clarity." So even Sam Altman understands the concerns around privacy. That's why I've partnered with today's video sponsor, Venus.ai. Eric Voorhees is a leading crypto entrepreneur known for advocating for individual financial control, decentralized finance, and user privacy. He is also a respected speaker and author in the tech and crypto communities. His vision drives Venus.ai's mission to offer uncensored and open-source AI solutions. Venus utilizes leading open-source AI models to deliver text, code, and image generation to your web browser or via their app. They don't spy on you or censor the AI. Messages are encrypted and your conversation history is stored only in your device or browser. AI can be extremely valuable, but we shouldn't need to give up our privacy to use it. Their Pro plan unlocks the full platform and features, including PDF uploads for summaries or insights, the ability to turn off safe mode for unhindered image generation, the ability to change how Venus interacts with you by modifying the system prompt, limitless text, and high image limits. It has 4 specialized models in addition to Venus Uncensored. It has reasoning, small, medium, and of course large. It has image analysis and multimodal support, custom AI characters you can create and chat with, API access through VVV token staking, and if you want to use the AI without fear of handing over your most intimate thoughts to a corporation or the government, you can get 20% off a Pro plan using my link, Venus.ai/Farron, and use code Farron at checkout.